Still, it's time for me to move on. Oh my god, it's so beautiful!
Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your host Margot the Samurai, and you are now watching MVP Magazine. Now, with Sony announcing the discontinuation of the PlayStation Vita in the West, and Nintendo announcing the arrival of the Nintendo Switch Lite in the West and all territories, you'd think it'd be all over for our 2011 champ. But with a steady surge of community support and indie games, the PlayStation Vita still has a lot of life left in it. Originally released in 2011, the PlayStation Vita was a deluge of interactive content. Media, movies, music, and console quality AAA gaming on the go, and this thing's future seemed bright as ever. Nothing could stop it. Except if we talk about those evil memory cards. Outrageously priced proprietary memory cards aside, wow, try saying that 3 times fast. The PlayStation Vita still had a myriad of entertainment options and great games that made it a gamer's choice back in the day. And that's probably one of the reasons why this machine still survives now. Great games like Persona 4, Gundam Breaker, Danganronpa, I really hope I pronounced that right, are just the tip of the iceberg of what makes this machine such a great one to own. And even with first-party support, Sony really brought out all the stops. Games like Uncharted Golden Abyss, Wipeout 2048, Killzone Mercenary lead the pack as far as great AAA exclusives. Sony really did their thing with the Vita. Even more niche games like The Tearaway and Gravity Rush, Soul Sacrifice, still make the console a worthy buy and pickup. And when you throw in features like trophies and very good online support that even though the Nintendo Switch is really doing its thing now, still doesn't match up to, you can easily see why this console is still a hardcore gamer's portable favorite. Now, even till this day, it's still very easy to find online versus matches for games like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Dead or Alive 5, Blaze Blue, Soul Sacrifice, and a bevy of other hardcore games. So as far as getting your online fix on the go, the PlayStation Vita still has a lot for all gamers. And with third-party developers still keeping up support for the Vita in the land of the rising sun, it's clear to see that the PlayStation Vita actually still has a strong future, especially since all of the games are region free and you don't need any conversion software to play them. Just pick up a new game and get into the action. And with online forums, a multitude of Facebook fan groups, and a very dedicated Reddit, you can see why the PlayStation Vita community is still alive and thriving in the West. It's almost a shame to see the way that Sony has literally tried to cripple the Vita every way and where they can. There's actually no reasons why smaller games like Sonic Mania, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, and other games which would be really easy for the Vita to run, just not to come to Vita. Even in that new Castlevania game that came out could run on the Vita quite easily. And this is one of the things which is really disappointing about it. It wouldn't cost too much for Sony to get digital only rights to these games and put them out. Even indie companies like Limited Run Games and I'm not saying that word. Even indie companies like these people are jumping into the Vita ecosystem and making moolah. So, it's just really interesting to see where the community is, because it's very rampant. They still want more content. We all still want more content and more games. And we all still see the potential of this console and what it could still bring to the market. Every day I'm in the Vita Reddit, I'm always seeing someone saying that they're new to the console and they want to jump in. So, the PlayStation Vita, the portable powerhouse that just won't die. And to be honest, I am really happy about that. And one of the main reasons is that all of the potential it had when it was first unveiled in 2011 is still present in the console today. Whether it's being an all-in-one media device, allowing you to have your music, movies, and video games on a go, or just a console that delivers console quality graphics and gaming experiences on the go. All of it is still here today. And here's the funny thing. It's not like graphically the main competitor, the Switch, outperforms it on a whole nother level. Yes, the Switch is awesome and I like that console too, but the PlayStation Vita's graphics aren't nothing to be sneezed at. Games like Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Killzone Mercenary, Gravity Rush, and a deluge of other titles still look amazing on a console. And for that reason, it's one of the consoles I travel with all of the time. That and I've got 3 of them, so I've got to find something to do with them. But anyway, let me know what you think about the PlayStation Vita and why it won't die. And just let me give a couple of shout outs to everyone that's been holding down the channel. People like Barrel Bob, Larry Caldwell, Blood Dragon, Sue Chong, Vishali, Joey Luciano, Dreadhead, my boy Silver, even One Stop for Gamers. Shout out to him. I don't know what happened to that guy, but shout outs to that guy. Next Gen and everyone from Bang Bang. Oh yeah, and you better look forward to more Vita content coming on this channel soon. Oh yes. But anyway, thanks for rocking with your boy. I'll holler at you guys later. Sayonara.